Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Tennessee's offense will get the first swing today. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Kirk, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
First down here for this offense. It's press coverage now from these DBs. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It's a safety for the defense.
That's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Handoff here from the shotgun. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He hands it to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
They'll kick it away here. Bringing it back, it's Sampson. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll hand it off. It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding onto that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Takes the handoff. It's Traynham. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Scanning the field, it's Vandegrift. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
It's worked out and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away.
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Vandegrift. Lets it go quickly. A catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. From the shotgun, drops back. He pulls it in for a big gain. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good.
That makes the score Kentucky 9, Tennessee 0.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick off.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Second down coming up.
Dropping back. It's Ayamaleva. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this and looking for a big play here. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the first quarter. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Volunteers will have to kick this away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Looking to pass. It's Vandegrift. snags the quick throw. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
By the receiver.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Brought down at the 27-yard line.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now here.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down right at the 20. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. The DB's right near the 9 now, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Ayamaleva. Catch made on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Brought down, but broke the tackle. Produced a solid game there. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Important third down play coming up. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to create here on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The Vols pick up enough for a first down here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out. It's White. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Vandegrift. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's complete downfield. And it's good for a first down to the 36. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to throw it on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Vandegrift. Cannot escape, and down he goes. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That sack will end the drive. Punting unit now on the field. On the return, it's Sampson. And the coverage team gets the returner near the ground. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
That one sails incomplete. He threw it too far.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Here's the second down play. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. He just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he'll drop back here on third down. And they've got him a sack on the final play of the first half. Good momentum with this defense heading to the break.
On the play. Fourth down coming up.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Volunteers will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running past the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He has been a game wrecker today for this defense, taking advantage of this big stage.
And Chris, when we sat down with him in our production meeting, he didn't have a lot to say. He was very focused on what he needed to do. Just had a...
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Looking downfield, it's Ayamaleva. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the Vols will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And there's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They stop him, but it's a first down. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Gonna run it. It's Traynham. Here comes becomes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
And the defense is doing everything they can to try to rip that ball out. They've got to get the football back to their own offense to have any chance, obviously, of winning this game.
They're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receiver.
Running back with the football. Oh, look at the quick cut. The ball's come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Looking to pass. It's Ayamaleva. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Shotgun formation here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Webb. Brought down to the 22 to first down, very near the red zone now. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The Volunteers are in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The Vols looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Got him. He's sacked. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking.
It's now second and goal.
Looking downfield. It's Ayamaleva. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play.
It's now third and goal.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. A field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the pass rush swarms, and they get him down on fourth and goal. What a play.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll work the clock here with the running game. Tackle, but first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Running up the middle, but stuff for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The pickup is 4, sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the punt team now on to kick it away.
On to punt it away.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.